at Belfountain Conservation Area, and there is no walk-in entry. So I guess you have to have a car to come here. It's the long weekend. It's Thanksgiving Monday in Canada. And the person who checked us in asked us if we had a reservation, and we didn't. So she was like, it's okay, we have space. There's like no one here. But she says it gets really busy at 10:30. And we have a 2-hour parking permit, and it cost $26.80. We're like, what? It's so expensive. Hubby was like, do you still want to go? I'm like, might as well. So yeah, so this is going to be our like nature-y thing for the day, but I'm kind of glad it's 2 hours because we probably won't be here longer than that. And then if we have like a day permit, we'll kind of be tempted to come back, and then we'll need to decide on that. So at least this is just like a limited amount of time. It's a really, really chilly morning. I think it's 3 degrees today. Thank goodness we brought Lulu's jacket as well because she was shivering when we took her out of the car. Lulu is still shivering, so I gave Hubby and Lulu my scarf. She looks so cute all bundled up. That was really fun, and as we were leaving it was getting quite busy. Really glad we got a chance to see it. It was a beautiful area. And now we are gonna look for some like little pastries and such for breakfast. There are 2 cafes here. Had a really nice nap. Now we are on some of the trails that are in and around the property of the Airbnb. For dinner this evening, hubby and I are making some yakitori that we just got from the supermarket. And we're also going to have pizza that we got at a local place. Oh, it looks really good. We got Hawaiian. That's actually grape juice with some lime bubbly. Cheers. Cheers. Ding. Oh, it's good. Refreshing. Okay, let's try pizza. Cheers. Good. It's good? Mm-hmm. Really good. Hubby and I are gonna make another bonfire today. We are actually burning my book drafts. So that looks like a final copy, but it's actually not. This was one of the drafts that I printed, and I think I made a number of changes after this. I've got like a whole bag of drafts. This one's kind of interesting because this was the first one I printed. I got this to test out Blurb as a printer, and I just wanted to see the colors and the paper quality and all of that, the fonts. So some huge fonts here, and I tested out a whole bunch of different layouts. and spacing. And this was before I even had a first draft in terms of the writing. So that is a really old one, but I don't feel attached to this at all. I've been wanting to burn these drafts for so long. I really tried to print as few as possible, but still it's like all of this paper. I'm not sure if I'm gonna write another book, but if I do, I don't think I'm gonna do a print copy. I think I'm just gonna do e-copies because of all of the paper. The other reason for that is I actually don't even reference my own paper copies. So I have a soft cover and I also have one of these hard covers, which I really love, but day to day, as I'm doing my own reset, working through the book as a reader, I don't actually refer to my paper copies. I refer to the PDF most often because I'm usually in front of a computer, or if I'm on the couch and like working in front of the TV, I have an ebook version. I have that on my iPad, which I also reference. So I myself never even reference my physical copies. So that's another reason I don't think I'm gonna do physical copies down the road. Flavored with book drafts. Oh, it's catching. We've been burning book drafts for over an hour. We're on our last 2 books, and this one that I'm burning now, I actually made a lot of edits to. So I'm assuming this is the one I printed and actually edited the entire way through. So this wasn't just testing, it was also editing. These are all my markups. Yay, I'm so glad we're doing this. It is very satisfying, and Lulu's awake. She's been sleeping this entire time. Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday morning. Hubby and I are taking advantage of the clear morning to head to Orangeville. We've never been there before. We're actually going to another conservation area. This one is called the Island Lake Conservation Area, and it's right in the heart of Orangeville. We do have Little Miss with us, but she is quite tired from yesterday's adventures. She walked a lot, even though we tried to carry her a lot of the time. She still wanted to explore, so we went ahead and let her walk a bit, but she was so tired after our day that she became really wobbly and her arms and her legs were giving out, so she would like fall off to the side and her arms would give out and she would kind of like do a face plant. So I felt pretty bad that she was so tired. So today I think we will try to carry her most of the time, but sometimes she struggles and she wants to have a look around. So when she does that, we will of course let her take a peek around, but we're not gonna have her walk too much today. Lulu did want to walk for a little bit, but then she did tip over and she did a face plant. So I think we'll carry her the rest of the way. This hike is quite long. It's 8 kilometers and it's supposed to take around 2 hours. We are back at the car now, and that was a pretty fun hike. It was long though. It was longer than I had planned for us to be hiking today, so it's almost noon. That's probably the longest hike I've been on in a while, and yeah, I'm pretty tired, so I'm looking forward to relaxing for the rest of the day.
Huge honor, the biggest honor that you could.
Looks delicious.
It's hard to
It is Wednesday and it's our last full day in Erin and at this Airbnb. So I think we're gonna take it easy today. There are a few things we want to check out in the town area, and then we're just gonna hang out at the Airbnb, cook up the hot dogs that we purchased a few days ago, and we're also gonna play some of the games. Went a bit overboard with the pastries and such today. We actually got these yesterday. They are from a company called Wicked Shortbread, and this was during our trip to Orangeville. So we got these before we came home. We've eaten a couple already, but we still have 10 left. The rest of the treats are all from today. They are from a local bakery here in Erin called Holtom's Bakery. We thought we would get 6 pastries to share, plus maybe a couple of cookies. So we did pretty well at first, but I asked for one more pastry. She was filling this box and she said, oh, I'll grab a separate box for that. And I was so confused. It looked like one of those pull-apart buns. And so I thought we were just buying one piece. And then I saw the box on the counter and this is what that was. It is like a pull-apart sticky bun type thing, but there's 8 of them. Hubby's grilling some hot dogs on the barbecue and I am going to slice up some leftover cheese. I brought this from home because I wanted to use it up. I don't have my usual knives and cutting boards and things, and the cheese looks like this. The edges are all jagged. Here is our lunch. We're having these barbecued hot dogs. We're having the same grape juice with lime fizzy water, the cheese that I cut up, and then hubby's gonna have these sour cream and onion rings that we picked up from Walmart yesterday. And I have been looking for these Ruffles spicy all-dressed chips. I saw these on Reddit. They don't seem to have them in any of the stores I went to downtown. We ended up finding them at Walmart and I'm very excited to try these. I also bought these to compare and contrast. Hubby saw these at Walmart. It's their Great Value house brand and it's very similar to the Ruffles spicy all dressed, but they call theirs scorchin' hot all dressed. And we're gonna be watching this movie on Netflix. I got this cute puzzle from a shop in town today. Hubby helped me pick it out and it reminded us of our trip here, so that's why we chose this design. This is my first doodle puzzle. This one's by Cobble Hill. I only have one of their puzzles, but I really like it. This image reminds me of that hike we took at Island Lake Conservation Area. There's also golf over here. Our Airbnb is right next to a golf course. We also have that golf arcade game that we plan to play again. There's a little rabbit here and here. So it's just a lot of fun. I really like this image. Hubby and I are on the trails that are behind the Airbnb. We're going a different way this time and we don't have Lulu with us. We decided to keep her at home because she's just really tired. And as we came out and we were heading down to the trail area, we saw a coyote. I think it might have come this way, but this is the side we're exploring today. We went to the other side yesterday and hopefully it will stay far from us. Oh yeah. Oh, it's paw prints. This is a really lovely trail. It's much better than the way we went yesterday or 2 days ago, which was basically just like a wide trail behind everyone's properties. And this is more into the woods. We must be behind the golf course because hubby keeps finding golf balls everywhere. So it's just like the puzzle that I bought. He's found 3 so far. There's another one.
Golf ball?
We've reached the end of this part of the trail that we're on, and I think this actually opens out to the golf course because there are some manicured lawns behind this little like tea house or whatever that is behind hubby. We also saw some fountains and there's a basketball court. Hubby ended up with this many golf balls. We ordered the pad thai from a local restaurant called Pho Erin, and it looks really good. We're just gonna share this tonight because we have a lot of snacks and a lot of pastries. I'm gonna squeeze the lime. It looks really delicious. And we're going to be watching Scream 6 as we have dinner. I just got back from taking one final dip in the hot tub. I've been using it every night. I love having access to a hot tub. I think it's more the novelty of it. If I had my own, I probably wouldn't use it every day, but since we're here for such a limited time, I used it every single night of the 4 nights that we've been here. Hubby is okay about hot tubs. He only went in it one night and he enjoyed it, but I think for him it's definitely less of a draw.
2-player game. We'll play Anchor Cove. Because I played Scorpion Bend and you played Mountain Springs. Oh no. Oh, I went into the bunker.
Oh no. Is that the same place? Almost. Holy. I think it's the exact same place.
Oh. 17 hells later.
It's only 1 stroke difference. It's the last hole too. Oh goodness. Oh. Oh no.
You got it! Holy, so close.
Oh my god, it's so close.
What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's so closer.
You got it. You got birdie. I have birdie too. I guess we kept our standings. You got 15, I got 16. Oh. Oh. I got 2.
Oh, the mountains are blue. Hands-free, your slip hands.
You did it.
Dude, did you know BetMGM was
You're good at darts.
tools so you don't get carried away? And then we get and the playoff season. Joy. Those tools could really help. Don't forget about the back there, right?
Oh.
Oh, bullseye. Is it?
No. Almost.
It's not.
Someone's got it.
Oh.
Below.
That's why I get down here.
Oh, holy.
No wash. Then I'll be fresh.
Oh, this is where you're good at darts.
Oh.
Just packing up, and I wanted to show you the books that I brought. We thought we would have a lot more time to read because it was forecasted to rain pretty much the entire time, but we lucked out with some really clear weather, and I'm very glad we got to do some hiking, lots of hiking actually. So I didn't get a chance to read all of the books. I had books on my iPad as well, so these are just the physical copies. I did finish this one. I only had a little bit left, and this is a reread. I love this book so much. Highly recommend it if you want to achieve financial independence or retire early, with retirement kind of meaning different things to different people. But this is a fantastic book. I'm really glad I read it again, and I marked up a lot of pages. This is another book that I'm reading. I got this for free at Indigo when they were doing that promotion where you got to choose one of, I think it was like 4 or 5 of Heather's favorite books. So I chose this one. I have listened to the audiobook before, but I tend to tune out when listening to audiobooks, so I don't actually remember anything about this book. I've only read the first, I guess it's like 3 or 4 chapters, and it is fantastic. It is so good. The writing is beautiful, and it really helps me to reflect on nature, the environment, my place in the world, and that sort of thing. It's a really beautiful, beautiful book. I enjoy reading this in the morning, and I like to read a chapter at a time and just have time in between to process. So I think it's going to take me a while to get through this book, but I am loving it so, so, so much. And then finally, this is another book that I brought that I didn't get a chance to read at all. I am partway through this book as well, and I enjoyed it so much that I bought a copy. I am reading another one of Lindsay C. Gibson's books in the same Emotionally Immature Parents series, and I think it's the self-care one. I've been reading that on the iPad because I'd like to finish it this time before it's due back. So I think I will save this for when I'm done the book that's on my iPad. Hubby and I are having a light breakfast because we're going to be meeting some friends for lunch. I'm having some Puffins cereal because I brought our almond milk. I wanted to finish it, so this is the last of the almond milk with a bunch of Puffins peanut butter cereal, and hubby is having one of the pastries from yesterday. And we also want to try these Oreos, which are the Coca-Cola collaboration. I wasn't sure about these when I first heard about them, but as I started thinking about them more, I got more and more intrigued. So let's try these first. Oh, they smell like Coke.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh. It says it has popping candy, and the red biscuit, well, the dark biscuit is the usual Oreo biscuit, and then the red biscuit says Coke on it. And then the filling looks like it's got some specks in it. Great. Cheers.
Yours
says
says
Coca-Cola. Oh, so these are different.
Yeah, it tastes like Coke.
Hmm.
It's actually pretty good.
They were really hard to find downtown. I think I went to 6 or 7 stores, and I only found them at one store at a Sobeys. Want another one?
Okay. I Coke.
I got Coca-Cola. I guess they alternate. Oh, they have this one too. They have this design, which doesn't have the words on it. It's just 2 bottles. So this is how I usually, ooh, the popping candy is nice. It's like an effervescence in my mouth. Hubby, Lulu, and I just checked out of the Airbnb. We went back to that Holtom's bakery to buy some more apple fritters. We always say when we get back to Toronto that we wish we had bought more, so we went ahead and bought a bunch more, even though we still have those pull-apart buns, the Chelsea rolls. We still have, I think, 7 of them, and we still have a little bit of shortbread. We went ahead and bought 6 apple fritters, and oh, you okay, Lulu? We're also heading back to the shortbread place because we're gonna stock up on some more shortbread as well. This trip was really low-key, but it was also very different from the trips we've had in the past. In the past, we've done a lot more sightseeing or going out to restaurants, even going to pubs and such when we were into beer and all of that. But right now, we don't really have a whole lot of interests in terms of that sort of thing. We didn't drink at all during this trip. We had grape juice most of the time and lemonade with that lime fizzy water, and that was very satisfying. So we didn't go to any pubs or wineries, breweries, and that sort of thing. Instead, we just went hiking, which was really nice. That was the extent of our sightseeing. We did go to some local eateries, but we got takeout the entire time, so we didn't eat at any restaurants. And it was a great trip. It was very enjoyable, very relaxing, but I still felt like we did a lot. I think it helped that the Airbnb had so many different things that we could do, like the pool table and the dartboard and the hot tub and the trails. And we fully took advantage of all of the amenities. It was a really enjoyable, low-key trip, and we might try to do more like this down the road. That is going to be it for this vlog, our short but really pleasant stay in Erin, Ontario. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!